Mile marker rusted, buzzards drawing their rings. He shiver on the blacktop like it's hiding an ugly thing. Cheap suit in the rear view, blood bloom on my shirt. Truck bed full of footsteps, every one of them hurts. I got lead in the long boy, breathe taste just like sin. Oh yeah, every drag, every swallow feels like God won't let me in. I keep driving this dead road where the cross is leaning some. Dusting my teeth, stealing my chest, and that cold, cold lead in the lung. Sheriff's name on a matchbook smears red when I strike. His badge slid off the dashboard at the last gravel spike. Radio hits like locusts, static shoe in the air. I talk to the empty sea, but ain't nobody there. I got lead in the longboard, breathe taste just like sin. Oh yeah, every drag, every swallow feels like God won't let me in. I keep driving this dead road where the cross is leaning some. Dusting my teeth, stealing my chest, and that cold, cold lead in the lung. Catch a white dress, just a flicker, then it's gone. Hey! Maybe it's a warning, maybe just the heat playing along. I ain't asking for mercy, I ain't begging for a crown. Just a ditch by the shoulder where this iron heart can lie down. Taste just like sin. Oh yeah, every drag, every swallow feels like God won't let me in. I keep driving this dead road till the last gray's overrun. Dusting my teeth, stealing my chest, and that cold, cold lead in the lung. Yeah, dusting my teeth, stealing my chest, and that cold, cold lead in the lung. Rust on the tailgate, blood on the chrome, sweat on the steering wheel, nowhere feels like home. Hound in the rear view, eyes like burning coal. Bible on the dash, but I already sold my soul. Muzzle, mud, and metal, ghostland night. Got a trunk full of trouble and a heart that don't turn right. Blacktop eats my secrets, headlights drag my sins in white. Muzzle, mud, and metal, howling down the edge of life. Ooh. Shot glass in my glove box, names carved in my skin. Graveyard on the county line calls me like a guilty king. Rain hits like gravel on a rusted, busted hood. Every mile I put behind me feels like one more where I stood. Muscle, mud, and metal, grinding through this ghostland night. Got a trunk full of trouble and a heart that don't turn right. Blacktop eats my secrets, headlights drag my sins in white. Muscle, mud, and metal, howling down the edge of light, yeah. Engine praise and gasoline, smoke spells out my name. If the law don't finally catch me, the river's gonna stake its claim. Muscle, mud, and metal, grinding through this ghostland night. Got a trunk full of trouble and a heart that don't turn right. Blacktop eats my secrets, headlights drag my sins in white. Muscle, mud, and metal, I disappear beyond the lights, oh Lord. Bleached out bones on a dead-end road. Buzzard circle like they already know. Dust in my teeth, rust in my vein. Name on a warrant, blood on the rain. I got these red blues crawling under my skin. Oh, yeah. Sleeping in the ditches where the law's crawling. I drag my gold down this busted blacktop truth. God don't ride these roads with my trench red blues. Bottle in the footwell, warm as a curtain. Hymns on the radio, all learned in reverse. Headlights flicker like a final smoke. grinning a review of every man I broke. I got these trench rat blues crawling under my skin, sleeping in the ditches where the lost crawl in. I drag my gold down this busted blacktop truth. God don't ride these roads with my trench rat blues. Gravel in my prayers, mud on my tongue, judging my mirror saying, boy, you're done. If heaven's at the state line, hell's this line of dirt. Every mile I steal just digs me deeper in the earth. I got these trench rat blues crawling under my skin, sleeping in the ditches where the lost crawling. Oh, they crawl. I drag my ghost down this busted blacktop tree. World don't miss a soul with these trench rat blues. Hammer on steel in a one-light town, smoke in my lungs, ash in my crown. I was born in a cold dust August. Mama named me for a saint she never knew. Raised up where the church bells rusted, where the judge drinks the same rot gut as you. I learned sparks from my father's temper, how to bend hard iron till it screams. Now I shoot dead men's horses, they drag chains through my dreams. These are the blacksmith's blues, where the fire burns cold. I keep beating on the anvil, just shaping woes into ghosts. Every ring, every clang says a man can't choose. When the devil buys his dinner, you just sing the blacksmith's blues. Yeah, the blacksmith's blues. Yeah, the blacksmith's blues. Sheriff brought me a bloody horseshoe. Said, boy, make it fit like sin. There was red in the tread, dried and flaking, like a guilty, crooked grin. He said some men ride, some get ridden. Set a star on my workbench grin. Left a Bible with a bullet through it. Told me pray for what you did. These are the blacksmith's blues, where the fire burns cold. I keep beating on the anvil, just shaping woes into ghosts. Every ring, every clang says a man must choose between a rope and redemption. So I sing the blacksmith's blues. Out back, all shadow and bone, eyes like burned out midnight breath like smoke. He paws that dirt like he knows my name, like he heard every lie I ever spoke. If I shoe that beast, he'll carry me on past the gallows and the graveyard use. If I stay, they'll string me by sunrise. Either way, I'm paying dues. These are the blacksmith's blues, and the coals burn low. I keep beating on the anvil while the dead line up and rolls. Every ring, every clang sounds like bad news. If you ride through this town at sundown, you'll hear my blacksmith's blues. You'll hear my blacksmith's blues. Hammer on steel in a God-forsaken town, smoke in my lungs as the gallows